Hello, beautiful creatives. This week I am coming to you from my newly redesigned art nest, and I'm going to give you a complete tour of what's new about it. You're also going to see Dawn unboxing my new table and putting it together, which is sort of the foundation of my whole new setup. And I'll show you what I'm keeping my supplies in now and what supplies that I have in there. And I also am going to do in this video some swatching out of the M.Graham palette that you guys saw me put together. So I swatched this out in my new swatching book and that Melissa gave me, and I also do a little swatching of that. But right off the bat, I need to sort of ask your patience and forgiveness with me. This, if you're a Patreon, you already know what happened. I had a catastrophe with my editing software. It's the software that I've been using for years, and their app crashed and it destroyed all of my videos that were in it within the app being edited. So I lost a ton of Patreon demo videos, and I was so distraught, and I was working with the company to try to get them back, but it turned out that there was no way to get them back. So then I had to try to do this video. I had to try to find some new editing software. So I had some really old software on my computer, I mean, over 10 years old. And I thought, well, I'll try that. And it, worked sort of similar to the software that I was used to. So I went through a few days, hours and hours of editing for this video. This video was a really tricky video to edit for some reason. It was a fussy video, and the app kept crashing, the software, because this was on my computer. It just kept crashing and crashing and crashing. And so I finally managed to get it done. I kept closing out the software and then reopening it and shutting off my computer. And I did finally get the majority of the video done. I obviously hadn't filmed this part yet, and I hadn't filmed the tour of my my new art nest. But the last save, after the music was added and everything was done, the app completely corrupted my video. And at that point, I had been trying to be really positive and brave and patient. I was stressed. I felt really stressed about it through the whole thing. When that happened, I just started to cry because I'm not a techie person. I don't like the techie side of all of this. Having to learn a couple of different new software apps. In the middle of that, I was learning a new camera that was very different from filming with my phone, and I was having some problems with that. So in this video, there are some obvious problems that I tried very hard to correct while I was learning the third software program. The third software program's called DaVinci Resolve or something like that. And I just literally downloaded it this morning and tried to go in and fix all the problems that the other app had caused. But a couple of things that you're going to notice. One was the problem with my new camera causing strobing of the lights. I have since figured out that I can try to adjust that by adjusting my shutter speed differently, but there's a bit of strobing in this video. The Camtasia app completely lost my color profiles, so I had to go through and color by color adjust the profiles. So I had to adjust the reds, then the green channel, then the blue channel. I had to do each channel individually and try to put the color profile back together. Hopefully I did a decent job and the color looks normal. Because it was a new app, this was the second app. There's a section of the video that's off center. There's black bars around it. I mean, there's going to be stuff in this video. The trolls are going to have a blast with it. But I know my viewers that have watched for a long time are going to completely understand that I'm learning new software and that it's tricky. There's a lot to it. So, please forgive the issues that you see. And I will learn all this stuff. I'll learn the camera and I'll learn the new software, and then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. But for now, I'm going to put Alana down. I'm going to flip the camera the other way, and I'm going to show you this new setup. It's the best setup I've had. I'm able to do much better painting in it, and I'm super, super happy with it. So I will put links to everything that I show you below the video, so that you can find these items if you're interested in using some of these items for your own art nest setup. Okay. Remember, I told you I was going to, I had something that was going to totally revamp my art nest. And this actually was purchased for my birthday. But I was so busy with that birthday bash and month-long giveaway thing on Patreon and YouTube that I never even got this set up. So Dawn is going to put this together for me, and I made some other changes to how I have my art supplies in my art nest. So I'm super excited because like I told you guys in some of my videos, I've been dealing with a lot of pain issues while painting lately. So I'm really excited about having a better setup for my art nest where I can be a little bit more comfortable when I am not up to standing at an easel or up in my studio. I hope it's not too hard to put together, Bubba. Really gray, rainy day outside. We're both feeling kind of tired. But it's the first chance we've had to set this sucker up. Taking shape. There's our little Christmas tree. We just put a teeny tiny Christmas tree up this year.
This extra plate on the bottom, this must be for strength because that probably wear through this in time.
Well, that's good to know, though. A couple of things that you've said about it seem like they're high quality, you know, for strength and durability. Okay, he's ready to flip it over. Awesome. It's a nice looking one. Doesn't look hospital beddish. I hope you all give Don some love in the comments because he's not feeling good. He wasn't into putting this together. Never mind being filmed while he did it.
Nice unit, well built.
Yeah, you think it is good?
Yeah.
Good quality?
Good quality.
I love this pocket.
Even this was so overboard for hanging this little thing, but it is so solid.
Really? Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. Cool. So
this extra strength here instead of putting washers there.
they put an extra plate.
Yep, made good
Oh,
sense.
good.
So
It's
that's
called
that's where it would pull through in time.
Tribe Signs. So I'll put a link to it below the video. But cool.
So far,
I can't wait to try it.
I think it's an excellent.
And one part flips up and the other part stays stable so you can put your water on it.
All yours.
Got a little holder for your
I got nothing else to do with it from here.
hold your sketchbook. Cool. Wow. That's going to be nice.
I like how you have a separate thing that stays flat.
Me too. That was I had to have that. I didn't want. Plus it's so much better looking than a lot of them, you know?
Wow, it does look good. All right, Kira.
Thank you so much, Bubba, for putting it together when you didn't feel good. Yay, I'm clapping. Yay. One hand clap. One hand. Oh, like that's how you do a one hand clap, right?
Oh no, they click now.
Oh yeah, they click, snap.
I can't do it.
I can't snap. Okay, first I'm going to give you a little tour of the table, and this is the table that Dawn unboxes in the video, and it's from Tribe Designs, and you can lift that all the way up, and then it goes down. or you can lift it part way up on different increments to almost all the way up. I tend to like to leave it up a little bit because then I can sort of look at whatever I'm working on. And then you've got this side where there's plenty of room for my palette. This is the palette that I got from Holbein in the birthday gift, and that has been working fabulous for this space. And then I've got my little M.Graham palette that I put together with tons of watercolors in it, and you'll see me swatch that later in the video. Art toolkit pouch, and my art toolkit, I've given you tours of this before. This has tons of things in it that I can create with, and this works out so well to have this fit in this pouch. I have another palette of M.Graham watercolors in there. I have a ton of paper towels. I have a sketchbook, a larger sketchbook, and a book that I've been reading. And then I just stick that in there. And I stick my rag in there. And that is a lot of stuff that gets held. This is a very sturdy pouch on this side. And then I keep this box. This is the box that Paul Rubens sent me a gift in one year. And I keep this box next to my chair. And when I'm using it, I bring it up on this table. And in this box, I have, this is just a pencil sharpener with some pencil shavings, my Create-A-Color oil-based pencils, so I keep that set in there. I have my Graphitint homemade wet palette that I keep in there for when I want to use that with gouache. Although I'm getting so used to using dry gouache, I don't use that much anymore. I have a little ceramic palette in here, a sketchbook clip. I keep a little tube of M.Graham white gouache. I keep a little Yorker spout jar of gesso in here, and I love to use this when I use like Stabilo or something. I have a selection of luminance colored pencils, and this bag has Poscas, a black Posca, ivory Posca, white Posca, some pen style erasers, some China markers, some water-soluble graphite, some water-soluble ink tints, and Stabilos in there. So a lot of variety in creating. A little bag of tissues for when I'm doing watercolor. This is a bag of charcoal, white chalk charcoal and regular charcoal, and it has its own pencil sharpener, its own eraser in here because it can be so messy. Some tape for taping off pages, some washi tape, just another kind of tape for taping off pages, and my Caran d'Ache 1 Neocolor ones crayons. So these are super fun to use in mixed media in my art nest. And these were a gift from Michael Worm. So yeah, these are gorgeous. I love these. So that is a lot of stuff that can fit into this box and I can have right next to me. And then I will show you what it looks like when I have the table across my chair. Okay, and this is what it looks like if I sit straight up in my chair. I've got access to the bag right over here. I guess it's out of the camera. My box of goodies here. And if I sit straight up in the chair, this is perfect. When I do slide it under my recliner and I'm reclined back, the table is a little high, but the saving grace for that is that this table tilts, so I feel like that sort of makes up for it being a little high. I'm going to try to show you that position. It'll be a little tricky for me to film. Maybe I'll film it from my perspective. Okay, so this is what it looks like from my perspective when I'm sitting in the chair with my chair reclined. You can see how high this is above my legs. So it is a little high, and at first I was kind of disappointed with it, but I am getting used to it. I'm finding that it's working out, especially when I have that part up and I'm painting. I just am getting used to it. Dawn actually and I both thought of putting blocks underneath the chair to raise the chair up a little bit, but because I'm getting used to it, I don't think it's necessary. But this is the perspective for working. We can watch TV and I can be working in my sketchbook and Lonnie on my lap and my box of goodies over here. So it's the best art nest setup that I've had so far. And I tend to keep it at an angle like this. I don't know if you can tell, but I have it at a little bit of an angle. And maybe I'll ask Don to do a little filming from his perspective. Okay, so you can probably see from the angle that Don's shooting at that it's a little high. But I'm just making it work. I don't know if that would be a problem for you. Can you see Alana down here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she likes it because I sit still and work. But yeah, I like it at this angle for some reason. You could bring it in all the way in front of you. But for some reason I find I like to work at an angle. I don't know, I just feel like it frees me up a little bit. And then when I'm done, I just scooch it out to the side. It's a little trickier in a recliner than it would be like in a wing chair or something, but it just sits off to the side. So, and I can even take something in my lap and keep everything else up here. So I love it. It's the best art nest setup that I've had. Excited to get to try out this painter's color diary and swatch out my entire M.Graham watercolor set. This is my entire collection. I love M.Graham watercolors because of the honey. They're super easy to re-wet and they're just deliciously rich. So Melissa Turner gave me this painter's color diary for Christmas. It's 100% cotton. 140-pound cold press pages, and it has vellum sheets in between each of the pages. So this is super nice. This is something that I really wanted. I may actually do a long version of a little like thin swatch sheet that can fit inside the tin. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today, but I will definitely be doing the painter's color diary. I did write down the names of the colors when I put them in, thank goodness, because I never would have remembered what the colors were that were in this set. So I've got all the names written out here by row. So that's going to make it a lot easier to label the sheets in the color diary, the swatch book, and then I will just fill it in. So here I have already labeled the sheets with all the names of the colors. There were 5 extra colors that didn't fit on the page, so I just put them on the back of the page because I didn't want to start a whole new M.Graham page when this is my whole collection with just 5 colors. Okay, so here are the colors dry. These are the last few colors that I put on the second page. So raw sienna, burnt umber, raw umber, and sepia. So rich. I mean, M.Graham, I really do think M.Graham is my absolute favorite watercolor. Those colors are just absolutely gorgeous. And then this is the first page. My goodness, look at those colors. They are stunning. Absolutely stunning. So I will read these off to you. And actually, by the way, I used the Meeden number 12 flat brush. This is the long flat. And I loved it. It worked really, really well. Hansa yellow, gamboge, transparent yellow iron oxide, nickel azo yellow, yellow ochre, Naples yellow, Indian yellow, nickel quin gold, transparent orange iron oxide, that's a mouthful, azo orange, scarlet pyrrole, pyrrole red, quin rose, permanent alizarin crimson, quin violet, which is quinacridone violet, mineral violet, dioxazine purple, ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, cerulean blue, Prussian blue, phthalocyanine blue, turquoise blue, cobalt blue, Payne's gray, neutral tint, azo green, hooker's green, olive green, sap green, phthalocyanine green, quin rust, transparent red oxide, terra rosa. Gorgeous colors. Oh my goodness. I'm really happy that I got these swatched out, because this is my entire collection of M.Graham. And thank you so much, Melissa Turner, for this book, this swatching book. This paper is gorgeous. It is just so dreamy to swatch on. It's 100% cotton, 140-pound cold press. Yeah, this was really, I'm used to kind of swatching out on cheap paper. This was so nice to swatch out on. So there is my complete M.Graham watercolor collection in one palette. I love these little palettes that hold 40 colors, 40 half pans at once. This is such a great size for my art nest. Okay, so I decided to do another little card that would fit inside the lid, just so I could see what the colors were swatched out. I don't know whether I'm going to try to label the colors. I may take a very fine pen and try to label them, but I really was mostly concerned with seeing the colors swatched out so I can tell what the darker colors are. So there's my second swatching sheet. Okay, that was relaxing. I really did enjoy that. A nice way to take a break from all this work that I've been doing rearranging the studio. Okay, so that is a job that I am happy to have gotten done. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Here's hoping, fingers crossed, that I get this video edited and put together in a way that makes sense and that you get to watch it on Friday. I think our secret word for the week will be Alana, A-L-A-N-A, Alana. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. If you did like the video, I hope you would click like and subscribe, and let me know that it was worth the effort that it took to put this one together this week. Sending you lots of love. Stay creative, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.